You know, sometimes the world forgets that strength doesn't always come wrapped in armor or fireworks. Sometimes it comes in the form of a woman who smiles through storms, plants seeds of grace, and lets her work speak louder than the noise. And that woman, once again, is Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, who is quietly, elegantly and unapologetically building an empire. And not just any empire, but one rooted in authenticity, vision and undeniable brilliance. A few days ago, Meghan gave us a sweet glimpse into her world via a video on Instagram, and in true Meghan fashion, it was soft, beautiful, and filled with the kind of intentional calm that just can't be faked. She's back, sharing moments again, not just for the sake of content, but with care, a curated peek behind the curtain. It's not just about image, it's about message, meaning, memory. In the video, we see Meghan arranging flowers. The simplicity of it? Deceptive. Because in that quiet clip we saw so much more. We saw a woman grounded in peace. A woman who continues to bloom no matter how many times the tabloids try to plant weeds around her. And let's not forget Guy, her sweet, loyal pup, giving her that adorable look like, "Really? Flowers again? Not even a hamburger for your boy?" And it's those little moments that remind us who she really is. She's not out here chasing headlines. She's living life with intention. Every clip, every photo, it's never random, it's thoughtful. She is crafting her story, not letting anyone else write it for her anymore. But behind every public moment like that comes the reality of hard work, real strategy, a real team. And Meghan isn't just posting pretty videos. She's making moves, serious moves. The latest? She's hired her first official chief of staff, and y'all, this is no small-time assistant. Meghan has brought in Sarah Fosmo, a seasoned executive who previously worked for Bill Gates. Yes, that Bill Gates. You don't get a seat next to someone like him unless you know how to lead, solve problems and command respect. So let's be clear, Meghan's not playing small ball here. She's assembling a team built to scale, to grow, to elevate. And of course, as soon as this news broke, the haters came out of their dusty corners. The Telegraph, always clutching their pearls at the thought of Meghan actually succeeding, rushed to write some spin-filled article. They tried to mask their bitterness under the guise of reporting, but we saw right through it. Their problem isn't Meghan's staffing. Their problem is that Meghan dares to rise again and again without their permission. They can't believe that the woman they tried to silence has turned their mockery into motivation and is now positioning herself as a global force in media, business and storytelling. They tried to twist her new hire into something controversial, like it's suspicious that Meghan is preparing for what they called a dynamic period of growth. Yes, it's called running a brand, a business, a lifestyle platform, something they know absolutely nothing about. Meghan is launching a second season of her Netflix show with Love Meghan. She's got her brand as ever in the works. And she's preparing a new podcast titled Confessions of a Female Founder. That's not diva behavior. That's what ambition looks like when it's backed by action. These aren't vanity projects. These are thoughtful ventures that reflect her values and her voice. Now, because they couldn't let Meghan shine without dragging Harry into it, they made sure to throw in some half-hearted jabs about his former chief of staff, Josh Kettler. Apparently he didn't last past his 3-month trial, and suddenly unnamed sources are whispering tales of drama, like it's some great scandal. Please, not every executive is the right fit. That's called business, not a soap opera. And if anything, it shows that Harry and Meghan are setting standards. They don't just hand out titles to people who aren't aligned with their mission. That's called leadership. Besides, there's already a strong woman holding it down behind the scenes. Leanne Cashin, a former executive assistant and Archewell's head of operations, has now been promoted to senior consultant. That kind of loyalty and internal promotion tells you everything you need to know. The Sussexes are building something serious, with intention, with heart, and with people who believe in the cause. Not just the clout, but let's keep it real. The British media isn't mad because someone left a job. They're mad because Meghan and Harry are doing all of this without bowing to the crown, without tabloid approval, without licking the boots of an outdated institution that had no idea what to do with them other than fear them. This couple chose freedom, And now they are living it, working it and thriving in it. The part that really drives the haters mad? Meghan is showing us how to be soft and strong at the same time. She's not out here screaming for attention, she's doing the work, building slowly, creating consciously, and bringing people along for the journey. People who see the bigger picture, people who aren't afraid of a woman who knows her worth. We are watching the quiet rise of a powerhouse, not because she was handed anything, not because she married into royalty, but because she walked away from a broken system, kept her integrity intact, and chose purpose over performance. She's not just planning season 2 of With Love, Meghan. She's planning a whole new chapter in how stories are told, how women are uplifted, and how truth always finds its way through the noise. So let them chatter, let them speculate, let them write their little opinion pieces in the corners of the internet that time will soon forget. Meghan Markle is not coming. She's here. And she's building something that will outlast the noise. And to all of you beautiful people out there who've been riding with Meghan and Harry through every smear campaign, every headline, every twisted narrative, thank you. You are the heartbeat of this movement. Your support, your shares, your love, it keeps the truth alive. So if you felt inspired today, if you're proud of Meghan's resilience, if you believe in the brilliance Harry and Meghan are building, then I need you to do 3 things. First, make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Second, smash that like button and drop a comment, letting us know what excites you most about Meghan's new chapter. And third, if you want to go the extra mile and support this channel, hit that super thanks button. Your contributions help us continue to speak the truth, create powerful content, and push back against the lies. Duchess Meghan hired her first chief of staff, who is Bill Gates' ex-assistant. One of the big reasons why I love that the Duchess of Sussex is back on Instagram is because we know she's sitting on years of unpublished photos and videos. She's been giving us glimpses here and there, and I would imagine she will continue to do so. Meghan's not obsessed with only showing the latest photos, is what I'm saying. She maintains her own archives, and she'll give us a peek every so often. Well, she posted the above IG video, which seems to be a preview of With Love, Meghan's 2nd season. This footage at least a year old. Rest in peace, Guy Markle. He's looking at her like flowers again. Why do you never pick up hamburgers for me? Anyway, yes, I'm sure we'll get more flower arrangements in WLM's 2nd season. The 2nd season will reportedly come out this fall. It honestly wouldn't surprise me if Meghan was already filming season 3, or plans to be filming soon. Meanwhile, there's been some staffing news at Sussex HQ, and obviously the miserable people at the Telegraph are on top of it. The Duchess of Sussex has hired an administrator who previously worked for Bill Gates as her first chief of staff. Meghan has appointed Sarah Fosmo, 45, to be her most senior advisor as she prepares to relaunch her career. The Duchess is releasing With Love, Meghan, her Netflix lifestyle series, alongside, as ever, her commercial enterprise, and Confessions of a Female Founder, her podcast. Ms. Fosmo will oversee this dynamic period of growth. Meanwhile, the Duke of Sussex's last high-flying pick for his Chief of Staff, Josh Kettler, who was formerly a Patagonia executive, did not outlast his 3-month trial period. In the absence of a replacement, one of the Duke's most senior members of staff, Leanne Cashin, a former executive assistant and Archewell's head of operations, has been promoted to a senior consultant. I totally forgot about that Josh Kettler guy who basically ran around crying about the Sussexes through unnamed sources because he wasn't hired full-time. As for Meghan's new hire, sounds like a good pick, but we'll see. Meghan's business is growing. She's going to be hiring more people, and I hope they're doing their due diligence. This is the Royal Sussex Squad, and here we stand with Meghan. We ride with Harry, and we don't just tell stories, we reclaim them. Until next time, stay bold, stay brilliant, and as always, stay Sussex strong.